Hi, it's me, Lauren Cadillac. I have a confession. I love trashy TV. I could watch Hoarders every day of my life. I watch stupid reality shows, just really bad stuff, guys. It's not good taste, okay? It's not good taste in television, but it's easy TV. So I had this idea. I was watching Love is Blind, the reunion show, because you better believe I watched that whole series through on Netflix when it came on like 2 years ago. And so I watch the reunion show, right? And they give an update on their lives. And I'm like, oh, I start thinking of all these legal issues. So I figured, why not make a video about it, right? Okay, so in Love is Blind, I'm taking these off. I don't need to read it. In Love is Blind, there are two couples that end up like getting married, and the reunion is like a 2-year anniversary party where everyone is getting reunited. Now I imagine they had planned on doing a 1 year, but then COVID hit, so they're like, okay, we're gonna do 2 year. So that was cool. And I was actually surprised to see both couples that got married were still married. I thought that was great. I really loved Lauren and whatever her husband's name is. He's really cute, but I can't remember his name. I just think they're greatest. I just adore them, and I just love them. So the other couple that got married, oh, I can't remember their names. Amber and what's his face. They, at the end of the first season, had driven to his home that he owned prior to the marriage, okay? So, of course, I see that like separate property. Keep it separate, dude, whatever, right? And in the last season, she confessed to him that she had $20,000 worth of student loans for an education she had not completed. So my son heard this in this episode, and he's like, what? You would owe for the money? I'm like, yeah, dude. You don't owe just because you completed it. You definitely still have to pay them back either way. So that was a learning experience for him. But in this episode, we found out, or in this reunion series, we found out that Amber's husband sold his house and paid off her student loans. So he had separate property, and then he got rid of the separate property and paid off her debt. I would say, where could I find me a man to do that for me? But then I wouldn't want to be with a man who would do that for me because it's so stupid. He had separate property. It was his house before he met her. Well, we all want to believe marriages are going to last forever and things are going to last forever. We don't know that. He barely knew this girl. He met her behind a screen. Oh my God. Oh my God. So now they live in a roommate situation where they rent a room with a roommate in a house. Yeah, so that was the legal issue I thought of mainly when I watched the show, and I wanted to share with you today. When you own something, at least this is in Texas. Now they live in Georgia, right? So I'm watching the show applying Texas law. I don't know Georgia law at all. I don't know. They might not even be a community property state. I don't know. I don't think they are. But in Texas, we are. So if you own it before the marriage, it's separate. If you inherit it during the marriage, it's separate. There is separate property. Now, everything made and purchased during the marriage is considered community unless you expressly say otherwise. But he had this separate property house, and then he sold it, paid off her student loans, and now they're renting. That's all I'm going to say about that. So today you've learned not to sell your separate property and pay off your partner's loans, unless you want to come pay off mine. And that I love trashy TV. I feel like I've come clean. I love trashy TV. Be on the lookout for more trashy TV episodes.